Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Virgo for the week of November 29th. Now Virgo, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Virgo, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that is someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so don't miss out on that. I do exclusive content there that you can't find on YouTube. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. All right, let's see what we have here. Make sure everything's in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right. Looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Justice card. So this is a card that indicates at the end of the day, the Justice card says that you will get the outcome you truly deserve. Okay, the reason being is this is one of the major cards of karma. The choices you've made up to this point are having a factor in the direction in which this scale tips. So this is the karmic scales here, balancing out and tipping in one way. And it's all about, karmic scales, right? And so, this is a really good sign if you have acted with integrity in some area of your life, whatever area this reading applies to for you. If you have not, it can be a warning sign. And it's nothing to be afraid of, but it is saying that essentially you're getting the outcome you deserve here, okay? This is also a card of Libra energy. And so with that, you could say balancing, harmonizing. A legal card. It is a legal card, and you have another card not only associated with Libra here, but also the scales law. Some of you are in a legal situation potentially at this time. Now this is not foretelling that you are going about to be in one, but I do see that some of you are maybe in a legal situation at this moment. So if you're not, then it's more about just choices and karma and situations sort of happening as they are supposed to happen karmically. So in the middle here, this King of Swords is, as I like to say, this middle card spills into the rest of the cards, so it gives clues into the rest of the reading. And this King of Swords, as I've said, Libra energy, you some of you Virgos here are dealing with a Libra. Some of you are maybe late degree Virgos. Some people believe in cusps in astrology, some people do not. So I'm not here to say that one is right or one is wrong, but some of you may identify on being on the Virgo Libra cusp. And others of you may just have Libra elsewhere in your chart. You could be dealing with a Libra. But the other thing here is with this King of Swords, some of you in another way are dealing with somebody in a position of authority, maybe a boss figure, maybe a leader that you have to deal with at this moment. I do see maybe somebody disappointing you, somebody that maybe you put your trust in or something like that disappointing you here. Ultimately though, if that is your scenario, something that disappointment will get resolved. And ultimately that other person has karma as well, right? And so you have to just allow it to play out. Now, others of you, this can be associated with the law as well, like literally a lawyer or a judge or something like that going on here with the Justice card and the King of Swords. So interesting sort of message. I almost never get legal messages in my readings, but I just say whatever comes in these generals. So in the past, you have the Six of Cups, the Fool, and the Ten of Swords. The Six of Cups here is someone from the past, okay? So, right now, this upper row here is the row of your thoughts, what's on your mind. There's either someone from the past on your mind heavy here, could be a ex relationship, or there's a situation from the past that you're going over and over and over again here. Something that you keep rolling over on, like you keep, what is the word, ruminating on here from the past. Some of you at this time with this Six of Cups. And, I do feel like there's a chance for you though, at the same time, you're thinking about the situation from the past with the Six of Cups, and at the same time, this Fool card is saying, hold on, Virgo, wait a second, there's a powerful new beginning coming in here for you. And, this Fool card really only comes forward when you're ready. I do wonder if for some of you, this is about letting go of somebody. You may have, this person may be on your mind, or the situation may be on your mind, but at the same time, you may also realize that it's the best thing for you going forward is to let go here and welcome in some sort of new beginning, because you have this Fool and you have this Ten of Swords here, which is obviously a challenging card in the tarot, but the way that I like to read the Ten of Swords, and I am definitely more of an optimistic, positive type of reader here on YouTube, is this Ten of Swords. Yes, it's an ending, but the way I like to read it is it provides you with an opportunity to release yourself from what is no longer serving you. And it does say that as one thing ends, another begins. The clouds in the background are clearing. And so you're ready for this ending here with this Six of Cups. You're ready for this new beginning in another way of sort of looking at it, Virgo. So in your current situation, you have the Five of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Tower. So obviously we have this Tower here. You have probably what most readers would consider to be the two most challenging cards in the tarot, okay? But, I like to spin this in a different way. So the Tower is, obviously, this is an upheaval. This is something in your life catching you by surprise, especially in the lower row, which is the unseen, the hidden, the subconscious, what you're unable to see. It's how you talk to yourself as well. But in this lower row, when I get the Tower, it's an unexpected upheaval, something that catches you, like blindsides you, catches you by surprise here with the Tower. And it can even maybe feel like right now things are chaotic for you. But the thing about the Tower is the Tower exposes an illusion, okay? And nobody really truly wants to live in a house of cards, because eventually you know that that's going to collapse. And so you can view the Tower as a blessing in disguise, showing you where you need to make improvements, or exposing the illusion for yourself. It can also be a sort of revelation as well. This might be unexpected for many of you. And you have this Five of Cups here. Either somebody is disappointing you, or this situation from the past is disappointing you with this Five of Cups. The other way that I like to look at the Tower is it is the universe coming in and saying, whatever you're doing right now is not working. So it's like the universe's way of changing. It's like the universe coming in and saying, we're going to go ahead and change something up for you because it's not working. And so that's what I kind of see here, where it's like maybe you're just a little bit, like you're sitting too much in disappointment right now. The other thing about this King of Swords is it can represent somebody just cutting through any nonsense and getting down to something, which may also just be this Tower, someone coming in saying, Virgo, time to wake up. In the future, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. So it definitely looks good here in the future. This Seven of Pentacles is a long-term investment paying off. You can see this person here has planted this tree a long time ago, and the fruit, or the pentacles in this case, are now finally ready to be harvested. This represents a sort of harvest. Now, what's interesting here is, but by the way, just to emphasize, this is a long-term situation. This is not a lottery win. This is not a stock you bought yesterday or last week or even a month ago. This is something that's been going for some time now. But this person's deciding, like, is it time for me to, my harvest is here. Should I stay what I'm doing, or stay doing the same thing, or should I go try something new? Some of you are going to do something new here. This Knight of Wands can also, in this case, I feel like, my intuition is telling me potentially talk about a change in direction. We're in eclipse season. These are changes happening right now around this time, are going to last for the next 6 months. And this could be, related to some sort of competition or competitive person in your life that's just continually disappointing you, or a situation that feels overly competitive, like maybe sparring with somebody at work, a colleague, a family member, where it's just like you're like, you know what, am I going to just change directions here? It might be best for me to change directions. So let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Now, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, and maybe share this video with a friend. Really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. So see what we get here for you, Virgo. I guess we're going to take all of these. So, okay, So you have Melchizedek, higher learning. You've learned from experience. More inner study is now required for further progress. And you have Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Some of you dealing with an issue with the masculine, with the King of Swords here and the Master Jesus, Father energy here. Some of you could literally be your father. You have Radha, soul flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing, and Bridget, inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize you have the power. So, when I say relationship energy here, I'm not talking necessarily romantic. I'm talking maybe a family relationship, friend relationship, colleague, business relationship here, where you're being guided and called on at this time to maybe exhibit strength on or over here. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Let's see what else we have. There's something better. No need to worry. Okay, I like that energy. Don't stop. And within the next few months. So I love this no need to worry card. And for me, it's like, this tower event happening with this energy that I like these oracle cards that you just pulled, these angel oracle cards here, because, you're going to be tested here in the future with the Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. You may need to set a boundary. You may need to have deep conviction on an investment that you've made. Maybe your investment, maybe you're in crypto, like maybe you've seen your investment go down 50%, but you know that in your mind, you're being called on to have conviction. That's just an example. And that's what I'm feeling here. For some of you, there's a level of conviction or boundary setting or stick-to-itness that you're going to have to display in the future. So you have the Moon, the Six of Swords, and the Knight of Cups, which is, by the way, not necessarily a bad thing. It probably means you're doing something right. So you have the... Okay, so I like these clarifications here. The Six of Cups with the Moon, something from the past is not as it appears. There is potentially a deceptive person as well, or a situation that you're not seeing the full picture of a situation. Whether or not somebody's intentionally, I don't know that somebody's intentionally deceiving you. We'll see what cards come in, but I don't feel like you're seeing the full breadth of or the full scenario of a situation here. You know what I'm saying? In the past with the Moon card, which can mean deception, but as it's with the Six of Cups, it's something that you in your mind may think a certain way, but that way that you think is not actually what's happening. Having a hard time describing it, but you know what I'm talking about. You have the Fool and the Six of Swords. That's a clear signal of transition in your life, going to new places, seeing new people, making changes, making powerful new beginnings, going to a new shoreline here. And you have this Knight of Cups with the Ten of Swords. Could be an ending with a relationship, somebody that you maybe had high hopes for or something like that. That may be the transition here that you're making. The legal situation could be divorce, although we don't have any other divorce cards, but that is a legal situation. So let's see what else we have here. Two of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Okay, so we do have counterparts here. Okay, so... listen, there could be a situation. So we have 3 of the 4 court cards here being clarified now. Of the Cups court cards here being clarified now. With the Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Is there somebody in the middle? Because this could be a partnership here. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. The Knight of Cups could represent somebody in the middle of that partnership. That could certainly be the case, although I would have liked to see the Three of Swords or the Three of Cups or the Three of Pentacles, some other, maybe the Devil, Seven of Swords, but they could come in here. But yeah, I don't know. There's something here. There's an upheaval here in a partnership potentially. This could be business. It could be love. It could be marriage. At the end of the day, though, with this Two of Swords, this can speak to an injustice in your life, and you have the Justice card. So there is this underlining theme in this reading where the karmic scales here are going to figure this. The karmic scales are going to balance out this situation for you. And so really all you can do is do what's best for you at this time. That's what I feel like saying here. So you have this Ten of Pentacles, you have the Page of Pentacles, and the Death card. So we have a couple kings, queen, knight, and now a page coming in here. Some of you are leaving for a new opportunity, okay? So I'm getting like two storylines, one, at least two. I always bring a bunch in these readings, but one, somebody's going through a change in a partnership, whether that's business or love. Two, the other big one here is the Knight of Wands represents changing residence, like moving to a new location, getting a new apartment, moving to the city over to a different state even, cross-country road trip, something like that. With the Page of Pentacles, which is potentially you moving a decent distance, some amount of distance here for a new opportunity with the Page of Pentacles, which is maybe like a job opportunity, a new school, you may be going to a new university, maybe you're getting into a graduate school, something like that going on here. As you have Melchizedek, which you can't see, but the Melchizedek's like the learning card. And you have this Death card as well with the Seven of Wands. Transformation and transition here around setting a boundary or some sort of big conviction that you have about an investment, a situation, a person, something like that. At the end of the day, though, the Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles is a massive harvest, okay? Massive harvest. I mean, this has been something that you've been brewing, you've been growing, you've been working towards, you've been manicuring. This could be a windfall, either an inheritance or just some legacy that you've begun building a long time ago that you can now kind of see working out for you here. And this does have a financial sort of ring to it. And so for many of you, I get the sense that this is, relating to property, whether that's, an asset. When I say property, I mean like either literal real estate, stocks, Bitcoin is property, it's crypto, something like that going on here. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, we're going to take these two cards because they wanted to come forward. Okay, imprisonment and child. Okay, some of you need to get out of your home scenario. Okay, you have house, expectation, house, great fortune, gift, courtship, and message of concern. Some of you are trapped in your family situation. Like you may be living with your parents, or your parents may have moved in, or you're in a marriage or a relationship with somebody who feels like it's like a feeling of being trapped. Many of you, I feel like maybe you're like, you went home. Like when I say you went home, like doesn't matter what age you are. Some of you may have moved back in with family during the pandemic or something like that going on here. I don't know. There's something about childhood situations coming up here. But as I did say, property, house, land with great fortune, 10 of Pentacles and the 7 Pentacles, that's like incredible with gifts, courtship, and message of concern. Message of concern here, you explaining to somebody your boundary and really sticking to it. So this looks pretty incredible. Obviously there are some challenges, but these are good problems to have for you, Virgo, is what I feel like telling you. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think. Check out my website, zaneintuitive.com, and very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you in the next one.